BJP leaders, Mr. Bhushan, are privately alleging that Team Anna has done a side deal with the government. That your political formation actually helps the Congress, whom you want to hurt more than anyone else, because the anti-incumbency vote, which would have otherwise gone to the opposition parties, now gets split between the opposition and Anna's political party, and therefore they are alleging or insinuating that this is some sort of a private deal which Team Anna has struck with the Congress party, which will only benefit the Congress party and hurt everybody else. How do you respond to this charge?
Well, actually, the BJP perhaps were hoping that this movement would hurt the Congress more than it would hurt anybody else. And so long that it remains non-political in the sense of not being involved in electoral politics, BJP would be a beneficiary of this movement. But once this movement decides to enter electoral politics, then perhaps the BJP is fearing that they would also be a loser in this whole game, so to say. So therefore they are now worried. The point is, if we say something against the government, the BJP is happy. The government accuses us of being stooges of the BJP. When we say something against the BJP, then they start fearing that we have struck a deal with the Congress, or at least they try to allege. You know,
there's also another player in this formation.
It's laughable for anybody to say that Team Anna has entered into a deal with anybody.
You know, there's also another player in this formation, sir. Baba Ramdev has announced that after the 9th of August, depending on the response he gets from people, and he's hoping he'll get a strong response, he too will join the electoral foray. So what do we make of a fifth front coming up? You know, you'll have the BJP, the Congress, the third front, Anna's alternative, and Ramdev's candidates also. Is he with you on board? Will Ramdev be putting up his own candidates? What do you make of Baba Ramdev and his own political aspirations?
So we don't know what he intends to do. He has been saying that he has no intention of entering electoral politics. We don't know what he wants. We have made our own independent decision.
No, because that's exactly what Team Anna also said, that they had no intention.
Thank you.
One more question, sir. Mr. Bhush.
Thank you.
Alright, that was one. If I could ask you one question, sir. One just quick question. Last question. I want to know from you, will you yourself fight elections?
Yes.
Where from?
Well, I have no appetite whatsoever to fight elections or get involved in electoral politics. We had no intention whatsoever to get involved in electoral politics. But unfortunately, we have been driven to a situation where the people are saying, you are asking us to get involved in reforming this country, but how do we do it? What is the option that you are giving us? And therefore, we said that, well, we have to take up this historic challenge and respond to it. But I have no appetite whatsoever for electoral
But is this not defeat in some senses for Anna Hazare? The fact that he undertook this Anshan, till yesterday you were saying do or die, we won't go without the Lokpal bill. Suddenly, you've had to concede defeat, you've had to vacate that ground. Is that not in some senses a defeat for the agitation?
It's not a defeat for the agitation.
Okay.
It's a defeat of our expectation. In the sort of, we were hoping against hope. We were just hoping against hope that the government would not be totally insensitive and would respond at least to this minimal demand of at least having an independent investigation against these 15 ministers against whom we have leveled very serious charges of corruption based on documentary evidence. Do they not even need to be investigated by an independent investigating committee?
Well, we don't want to jump in and take sides. You've had your say. You've put forth your view. Prashant Bhushan for joining us tonight. Thank you very much. That was Prashant Bhushan joining us on Centre Stage this evening.